guys want a shot at winning a copy of Call of Duty World War II for the console of your choice for absolutely free, a couple of my friends and I are doing a little giveaway. Link is down there in the description below. Go check it out if you're interested. If you've played the World War II beta at all, either on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, or PC, there's one thing that you'll probably come in contact with or have come in contact with since the beta is now over that probably really annoyed you and was subject to much scrutiny throughout the community, and something that we really hadn't seen adjusted throughout the weekends of the beta. I was kind of holding back on making this video and bringing it more so to the forefront of my discussion that I want to get to you guys, simply because I was holding out some hope that maybe it'd be toned down and adjusted a little bit with the PC beta, finishing off those weekends that we had to play the game. Now, of course, I think that it still does have the chance to be adjusted at the time of launch. And it was even addressed at the end of, I believe, the weekend 2 of the beta for World War II on consoles, in which Sledgehammer mentioned they were taking into consideration adjustments for it. But in this one, we're talking about the dilemma of Aimpunch, or what a lot of people may know it as view kick, flinch, other things that you may refer to it as. So while Sledgehammer has said that they're talking about making the flinch tuning, but they don't have anything concrete to share just yet, what the situation is at the very moments throughout all 3 weekends of the beta is it really comes down to the first shot. And that sometimes is very much so needed in gunfights, but at the same point in time, it really hinders that person that may have the ability to come back and get the gunfight. So for those guys that don't know what Aimpunch is, view kick, flinch, whatever you want to call it, it's something where you and an enemy end up getting in a gunfight, but they end up hitting you in the torso up, and then your aim skyrockets for a split second. And while necessarily that doesn't sound like the worst thing, and it kind of rewards that person that does shoot faster, what this does is dramatically hinders the ability for somebody to get that first initial counter shot back off. And a lot of the times that I've seen from different cases that I've heard people talk about it, it's one of those things where they don't have any chance to put up a gunfight because their aim is so drastically thrown off that by the time that they can get their first shot off, that person already has 2 to 3 to 4 shots in them before their aim centers back in. If you have a high-firing SMG like that of the PPSH with rapid fire or the WAF with rapid fire, that's something where you can totally get those kills off before your aim recenters. And it's very possible that some of you guys may not have ever even recognized this because it's possible you've only used SMGs that are fast firing, assault rifles which are fast firing, but if you take a look at it and use the semi-automatic weapons, whether that be, say, the M1, the M1A1, a sniper, essentially these things that don't fire tons of rounds that are semi-automatic or bolt action, they really are the ones that are really affected by it, because those sorts of weapons are more so marksman weapons, so it relies on your accuracy and your ability to hit your shots in an accurate fashion. But whenever you're in a gunfight, if it's something where your aim is drastically thrown up in the air, those shots that definitely need to count won't ever make the connection. And unlike games like Modern Warfare 3, Ghost, and probably other couple games in the Call of Duty franchise that I'm forgetting off the top of my head, unlike these previous iterations of it, it's not something where you actually get rewarded for that view kick. Instead, it shoots your aim well over the player's hitboxes and character model so that it does end up becoming a massive hindrance. So while the problem is apparent, it now comes down to what can be done about it. While from an outside perspective and not having any conception or fathomable grasp on the developmental process of the game and what all could be tied to the build that would have these sort of changes affect other portions of the game, it's very easy to say just tone it down. And whether or not it is that simple or not, I guess we'll see, and while it is a consideration, we did not see anything made for those changes come within the PC beta. We did see some changes, although albeit small, we did see some changes and updates that were made in the PC beta to attributes within the game, both on weapons and some different statistics there within that will be changed for the full launch of the game, both on Xbox One, PS4, and what we saw on PC. So it's very possible that we still have time to see these changes enacted, and there's always the chance of a day one update in which it changes a few things here and there about some of the game. But when it comes down to it, I personally believe that this is probably one of the biggest problems within the game and the gameplay itself for World War II. I personally absolutely loved what I played in the beta, but I will say that this sort of thing can deter people away from playing the game actively. Something in which they definitely feel they should have gotten a kill and very well could have had a chance to get a kill, but the aim punch is so heavy that it doesn't give them the chance to. So while it might be something of a secondary attribute that you might not actively think about, it is very much so there, and thus, I'd love to get your thoughts and feedback down there in the comment section down below. What do you guys think of this? Have you guys experienced anything, any bad bad situations with Aimpunch? Has it helped you out even maybe? Whatever it may be, let me know down there in the comment section down below. And also, how would you go about changing it? Would you tone it down? Would you get rid of it completely? Whatever it may be, let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. But hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you guys did, make sure you drop a like down below. And of course, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe to stay up to date with everything we have here regarding Call of Duty World War II. We are now just a month away, so get ready, get hyped. We're gonna be killing it with the content. And of course, if any of it interests you, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. And finally, if you guys want to follow me over on Twitter, that's the best place to get connected with me outside of YouTube, but practically live on Twitter. So if you guys want to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, link is down there in the description below. But all that said and out of the way, hope you guys had a fantastic day. Thanks so much for watching. Mine has been Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.